What if living to 100 was actually way simpler than we think? In Japan, there was a doctor named Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara who lived to be 105 years old. And believe it or not, he was still seeing patients when he was 100. No strict diets, no magic, pills. His secret? He just ate the same simple foods every day and focused on small, meaningful habits that kept his body and mind strong. Before he passed, he shared his secret to long life. And today, we're breaking it down so you can start applying it right now. In the US, the average life expectancy is around 76 years. But in Okinawa, Japan, it's over 84. And many people there live well past 100. What's more surprising? They're still walking, cooking, and gardening well into their 90s and beyond. Their secret? It's not supplements or expensive treatments. It's in their daily lifestyle and eating habits. Dr. Hinohara believed in keeping things simple, light, meals, daily routines, and finding joy in the little things. He practiced what he preached. And today, we're diving into 5 core principles he followed to boost energy, digestion, and mental clarity, especially after 60. Let's start with the first and most misunderstood habit: overeating and ignoring hara-hachi-bu. In Western culture, we're told to finish your plate or get your money's worth, often leading us to eat more than our body needs. But in Okinawa, they follow a rule called hara-hachi-bu, which means eat until you're 80% full. That's it. Not stuffed, not uncomfortable, just 80%. Then stop. Why does this matter? Because eating slightly less reduces extra calorie intake, lowers inflammation, decreases stress on your organs, helps manage weight without dieting. Even the National Institute on Aging found that eating fewer calories can lead to a longer life and better metabolic health. Dr. Hinohara lived by this. He ate light, ate slowly, and always left the table a little bit hungry. He said it gave him more energy and mental clarity, even in his 90s. Let's look at Helen, a 68-year-old woman who grew up hearing, "Don't waste food." She always cleared her plate, even when she was already full. Over time, she noticed sluggish digestion, afternoon fatigue, and poor sleep. Then she learned about hara-hachi-bu. She started pausing halfway through her meals, asking, "Am I still hungry? Or just eating out of habit?" The result? More energy, better sleep, less bloating, and to her surprise, more joy while eating. Try it tonight. Eat slowly, breathe between bites, and when you feel satisfied, not stuffed, stop. Your body will thank you. You've learned how much to eat. Now let's talk about what to eat. And trust me, this next part might surprise you. Let's talk protein, because getting the right kind is one of the biggest keys to staying strong, healing faster, and aging well. But here's the mistake many people make, especially in the West. They think protein only means meat. But in Okinawa, Japan, home to some of the longest living people on Earth, most of their protein doesn't come from steaks or chicken. Instead, it comes from plants, especially soybeans. Foods like tofu, miso, natto, and edamame aren't just occasional dishes there. They're everyday staples. And here's why they matter so much. Soy-based foods are rich in complete plant protein that fuels your muscles, full of isoflavones, which reduce inflammation and protect your heart packed with prebiotic fiber, which feeds the healthy bacteria in your gut. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that regular soy intake is linked to lower LDL, bad cholesterol, stronger bones, reduced risk of memory problems as we age. Even Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, Japan's oldest practicing doctor, ate tofu almost every single day. He believed it kept his arteries clear and digestion running smoothly, even into his 90s. Now let's meet Frank, a 73-year-old retiree. He always avoided soy. He'd heard stories about it messing with hormones. But after watching a documentary on how Japanese elders live past 100, he gave it a try. Twice a week, he swapped his red meat dinner for a simple tofu stir-fry with bok choy, garlic, and ginger. And the result? His blood pressure dropped. His joint pain went down, and he no longer needed those afternoon naps. The big takeaway: you don't need to go fully vegetarian, but adding more plant-based protein can do wonders. Try mixing in tofu, lentils, or black beans just a couple of times a week. It's simple, it's tasty, and your body will thank you. Now, what if I told you there's another anti-aging powerhouse the Japanese eat every single morning, but most Americans completely overlook? It's not a vitamin, it's not a supplement, it's a quiet little secret that's been keeping their guts and immune systems strong for centuries. Let's explore that in the next segment. Mistake number 3, ignoring fermented foods. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, one of Japan's most respected doctors, started each morning with something simple, a warm bowl of miso soup. For him, it wasn't just comfort food, it was part of a daily healing routine. Traditional Japanese ingredients like miso, natto, pickled vegetables, and fermented seaweed are all staples of the Okinawan diet, and they're packed with live probiotics, which feed the good bacteria in your gut, digestive enzymes to help your body break down nutrients, and anti-inflammatory compounds that protect your brain, joints, and immune system. In the West, many older adults turn to probiotic pills hoping for better digestion. But the truth is, real fermented foods offer something extra, a natural synergy. That's the power of combining whole foods with living microbes, something no capsule can truly replicate. Take Claire, for example. She's 70 and a retired librarian. For years, she struggled with bloating, irregular digestion, and that heavy, uncomfortable feeling after meals. She tried everything: fiber powders, digestive enzymes, and nearly every probiotic supplement on the market. Nothing helped. That changed when a friend gave her a small jar of real miso paste. Claire began sipping just 1 cup of warm miso broth each morning. She didn't change her entire diet. She didn't add new supplements. But by the second week, she noticed a real shift. Her bloating disappeared. Her energy felt more stable, and her appetite stayed balanced. The secret: the live, active bacteria in the food, not in a pill. You can try this too. Just stir a spoonful of miso into warm water, or snack on naturally fermented pickles. It's not only about gut health. It's about feeling balanced, aging better, and supporting your entire system. And now, let's move to another misunderstood food group: carbs. In many Western diets, carbs are treated like the enemy. We hear it everywhere: cut carbs to lose weight, or seniors should avoid starch. But the truth is, not all carbs are bad, and in Japan, one type is a big reason why people live so long. Let's talk about Japanese purple sweet potatoes. These aren't just pretty to look at, they're powerful. In Okinawa, they make up more than 60% of daily calories for some of the longest living people on Earth. These sweet potatoes are loaded with anthocyanins, natural compounds that protect blood vessels and slow aging at the cellular level. They're also rich in fiber, which keeps digestion smooth and blood sugar stable, and provide potassium and vitamin C, both key for heart and immune health. Plus, they have a low glycemic index, meaning they won't spike your blood sugar. Dr. Hinohara even preferred sweet potatoes over rice. He said they were gentle on the body and provided strong protection. In fact, research from the National Institutes of Health links anthocyanin-rich foods like these to better blood flow, reduced inflammation, and slower memory loss in aging. Adults. Now meet Paul, age 69. He's pre-diabetic and had been avoiding all carbs, even healthy ones. But his energy was low and he felt worse. That's where the next part of his story begins. Paul's cravings were getting worse and nothing seemed to help. His diet felt strict and unsatisfying until his dietitian suggested a small but powerful change. She told him to try steamed Japanese sweet potatoes, not the fried ones or sugary casseroles, just plain, simple, clean sweet potatoes. Paul decided to give it a shot. He began adding half a cup to his lunch every day. Within just 2 weeks, he noticed something amazing. His afternoon energy lasted longer, his cravings dropped, and his blood sugar became more stable than it had been in months. Here's the real takeaway. You don't have to fear carbs. You just have to choose the right ones, like the Japanese do. And now, as we wrap up, let's look at one final lesson from Japan's oldest doctor. It's not about food. It's about philosophy, a mindset for living well, not just eating right. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara didn't follow a strict diet. He didn't track calories, grams, or macros. Instead, he followed a daily rhythm, a simple and joyful way of living that guided his health well past 100 every morning. He began with something light like miso soup, followed by a walk and quiet reading. He avoided overeating, not because of rules, but out of respect for his body. He always chose stairs over elevators, even in his 90s. He stayed curious, gave lectures, wrote books, and most of all, he smiled. He once said, "To stay young, you must have fun." Now meet Marie, age 71. She used to be obsessed with food labels, low-carb this, sugar-free that. But it left her feeling anxious, always chasing the next rule. Then she read about Dr. Hinohara and made a shift. She began walking 20 minutes every morning, eating more slowly, sipping afternoon tea just to pause and breathe. She even planted herbs on her windowsill, watching them grow day by day. That rhythm changed everything, because health isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, and deeply rhythmic. So as you reflect on everything we've shared, remember this. Don't just count protein, count peaceful mornings. Don't just cut sugar, add laughter. Don't just fix your diet, nourish your spirit. And if you're unsure where to start, just start simple. Start with joy. Start like the doctor who lived to 105 and smiled the whole way there. Up next, we'll bring it all together with a quick recap of the 5 principles and how you can begin one small, meaningful step at a time. These aren't complicated strategies. They're simple, daily habits practiced by some of the longest living people on Earth. Inspired by Dr. Hinohara, here are 5 gentle shifts you can start today. Eat until you're 80% full. It improves digestion, energy, and longevity. Add more. Plant proteins like tofu, lentils, and edamame. They're easy on the body and easy to prepare. Include fermented foods, like a spoon of miso or a few pickled vegetables. Great for your gut and immune system. Choose smart carbs, like Japanese sweet potatoes. They fuel you without the crash. These foods don't just give you energy. They fuel you without the crash. They don't spike your blood sugar or leave you feeling sluggish. They keep you steady. But this isn't just about what you eat. It's about how you live. A life that feels lighter, simpler, and more joyful. A rhythm that supports your heart, your brain, your digestion, and your independence. One gentle habit at a time. And here's the best part. You don't have to change everything all at once. In fact, please don't. Just start with one small step. Maybe it's a bite of something new, a single habit that feels doable, or even just a breath. One deep breath, between spoonfuls. That's how lasting change begins. So ask yourself, which small shift speaks to you today? Let us know in the comments. Your answer might be the one that inspires someone else to take their first step too. And if you're ready to take your journey further, you're going to want to see what's next. Because in our next video, we're uncovering a so-called health food that's actually making many older adults feel worse, not better. But before we go, let's wrap this up with one final reminder. You don't need a perfect plan to live longer. You just need small, steady steps, starting right now. Try a spoon of miso, steam a sweet potato, smile during lunch. These aren't just habits, they're acts of self-care, and they add up. Because this isn't only about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. So, who's in? Drop A in the comments if you're starting your longevity journey today. We'll see you in the next video.